Yeah. With the shrieks of the horde and the rasping growl of the Giganite echoing in your ears, you spring to your feet and run headlong into the mouth of the leafy tunnel. Your stamina and fleetness of foot keep you ahead of the ghouls until 2 miles later you sense that the danger has passed and is safe enough for a few minutes of rest. Once your pulse has settled, your fear of being followed prompts you to continue along the leafy passage without further delay. Your progress is in a near darkness, which is broken only by a few scattered rays of grey light that creep through the ceiling above. At length the tunnel ends and you emerge into a clearing where stand the derelict remains of an ancient stone dwelling. You approach it warily, sensing the presence of magic, yet inside its shattered walls you find nothing but mold and clumps of sickly black grass. Then your skills of divination tingle, afresh as the presentiment of sorcery increases. Suddenly you realize that the source of the magic is not here in this ruined hut. It is approaching the hut.
Well, hide?
Through a crack in the stones, you see a gap appear in the wall of trees opposite, and a group of Vashak enter the clearing, their ratty faces sniffing at the heavy, humid air. Among the number is one who is not of their breed. He is human in size and
Thatcher.
stature, though his hooded scarlet robes make it difficult to be sure. For a moment you catch a glimpse of the glassy green mask covering his face, and at once you know that this being is a Xena druid. In his hand he carries a rod of gold that is radiating the aura of magic which you detected when first you entered the clearing. The Xena calls his pack to a halt. They cease all movement and watch in quiet awe as he raises his golden rod and uses it to make a slow, deliberate sweep of the clearing. Hurriedly you draw on your Magnacar skills of invisibility and pathmanship to shield you from detection as the Xena sweeps back the rod and levels it directly at the derelict hut. Waves of psychic energy float across your mind. Steadily they grow in intensity, probing and testing your defenses to breaking point. The psychic protection afforded you by your Magnacar disciplines buckles under the Xena's concentrated assault. Man, those psychic defenses really got outdated fast, didn't they?
They sort of did. I almost have to say, we had some pretty good skills, but now it just feels like the book says, well, fuck you, because we can be better.
Yep. So now you're up against something that can kick the ass of your new skills. Where else would the challenge be? You feel an unbearable pressure behind your eyes, and then a white-hot core of pain erupts inside your head, and you're sent reeling to the ground in agony. You lose 4 endurance points.
Well, this all kinds of sucks.
As gradually the pain fades, you hear the Xena's harsh voice barking an order to the Shack escort. You have been detected. A hellish noise echoes around the clearing, and a terrifying whip-like crack that sets your ears ringing. From the tip of the Xena's rod there has erupted a stream of crackling blue light. It arcs towards the dwelling and comes bursting through the blocks of ancient stone, ripping them asunder as if they were no more substantial than bales of mildew-wet corn. Sharp slabs of stone peppers your leg, and the blast concussion leaves you wide-eyed and gasping for breath. You lose 2 endurance points.
Yeah, I have to be honest. Right now it feels like the book has, well, folded itself and has started bitch-slapping us.
Right, what's your life at now?
Well, guess what? 6, which means that we get a possibility for a power boost that gives us 20 more.
Yeah.
Let's take it.
You now have 26 endurance, and cannot use this for the rest of the book, unless it specifically states 20 days pass.
So...
No, wait, you didn't even check that, did you? You didn't check the extra crewing. Alright, but no, for the rest of this book.
Alright, so I say we bolt out of there and start bitch-slapping him with the flat side of our sword until his mask breaks, and then stomping in his face and in his throat.
Through the smoking hole in the wall, you can see that the Vashak pack have halted in their tracks. They hold their grimy paws to their ears and grimace as Messina prepares to launch a second blast of power from his golden rod. You unsheath the sun sword and point the tip of its golden blade at the red-robed druid. From his rod leaps a second charge, a lance of crackling fire that spouts through the hole in the wall and fixes itself to the summersword like a ravenous vampire let loose upon a maiden's throat.
Huh.
Instantly, there is a sizzling splash of blue-white sparks, and flashing webs of electrical power run back and forth along your arm. Yet you experience no pain. The dark power of the druid's rod is no match for the godly might of his summersword.
Ha ha!
We have a divine blade.
Yeah.
I have a powerful staff. Yes, but we have a divine blade.
My blade is more powerful than your staff. Sorry, Rod.
Oh,
God damn it!
my.
Ugh.
Look, these books makes it so freaking easy, okay?
You're just pressing them to her, goddammit.
Seriously, it's so filled with homoerotic imagery.
Well,
Everyone-
here's an innuendo. Would you like more innuendo? Here's more innuendo.
It's always about somebody killing somebody with a shaft, and then there's these big muscular dudes that Lone Wolf always seems to admire incredibly much. Always sounds like he's about to invite them to the prom.
If I had any
I
idea what
think we have to make the assumption that Lone Wolf is gay.
maybe. But
Well, there's nothing to disprove it.
Then there's nothing wrong for making that assumption.
Not at all.
nah.
Anyways, let's move on.
Slowly and deliberately, you draw back your sword, then cast away its unwelcome sheath of fire. The ball of crackling fire arcs across the clearing and scythes through a pair of trees with a splintering roar. The severed trunks teeter for a moment and then come crashing to the ground, narrowly missing the Xena. The druid screams in fury and frustration. He curses you and then he shouts at his Vashak minions, commanding them to attack and rip you to shreds. With hatred blazing in their blood-red eyes, the Vashak advance towards the ruin, each with a rusty weapon poised for the kill. Do you wish to stand and fight these Vashak, or would you rather run?
As much as they squeak and as many weapons
Let's
as they
fight
have.
them. We need to
Yeah.
get to them in order to get to that Cena dude.
Yeah.
We can't let him warn the others that we're here.
Good
But
point.
yeah.
With a foul snickering cry, the Vashak swarm into the derelict hut. You sidestep into a corner to prevent them from getting behind you, and then raise your weapon in readiness to meet their attack. The leading rat men throw themselves upon you in a blood-crazed frenzy, hacking and stabbing with their rusty blades. Yet you dispatch them in seconds with such precision and economy of movement that it will appear to an onlooker that you had hardly moved at all. But for every Vashak that falls, 3 more takes its place. Within minutes you are in danger of being suffocated to death by the press of their loathsome bodies. Wow, they're dying you to death. That's efficient
Yeah.
minions. Right, so you're now fighting a Vashak pack. Give me here, Robodai.
10.
Right, with one scything blow of your sword, you kill all of them!
Holy shit.
Glorious and righteous at the same
An
time.
explosion resounds from the hut as rats fly in all directions. I'm pretty sure the senior druid just lost his jaw to the forces of gravity. You killed all of them with one swing!
Squeak, 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 squeak. It would be awesome if Lone Wolf just walked out of the hut with one of them still hanging in its tail, and then just, cut it in two to show, bitch, please.
You struggle to extricate yourself from the bodies of the shark you have slain.
No.
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good point.
What?
Oh, yeah, I just got that.
Is that the whole...
You struggle to extricate yourself from the bodies of... Oh.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I just got that.
Moving on from filthy rat sex, as you rise to the summit of the grisly heap, you glimpse the senior druid scurrying towards the gap in the trees, by which he and his late minions entered the clearing. You know that he must not be allowed to escape. If he were to re-smoke a roof and raise the alarm, your mission and probably your life would soon be over. So, do you wish to use your bow and arrow or your magi magic?
Well, I think bow and arrow might do. But then
Whatever.
again,
I mean, we could test our magic, test out our magic skill, but otherwise, yeah, bow and arrow sounds just fine.
So that means you're either or.
Yeah.
Okay, Gavin, what do you say? Magic or arrow?
Well, we kind of our old kind skills didn't seem that useful, but okay. Well, if I say magic, then we're stuck.
Well, then roll the die. If it's even, it's bow and arrow. If it's uneven, it's magic.
Fair enough. Even.
Bow and arrow it is.
Alright, let us see if we can make a Legolas and actually aim perfectly.
Right. And... Let me just check something. 714. Wait. Didn't it say something about that back? Ah, there. Let's see. Right. Apparently you need the Grand Weapon Mastery to get a bonus here. So yeah, your own bowman skills are not enough for this druid apparently. So roll the die.
Does that mean we use magic?
No, that means you use the bow as you decided, and now you roll the die to see if you can hit him.
9.
Luckily, you always roll high with that dice.
So, I hope we hit him between the shoulder blades or something like that, or maybe...
No, we hit his ear.
Do I need to find you a new dice? This thing's just locking you out all the time. Seriously, it's been so long since you've been screwed over by a bad roll. Starting to get boring. Your arrow skewers with Druid's wicked heart. He takes a few faltering steps, then he raises his arm and vents his death cry before collapsing into the sawtooth briar.
Oh!
Yeah, okay, so this guy really milked this for his arm. He was like, well, I'm dying, better make this dramatic. Raised his arm into the air and went, ah! And then collapsed it.
Best death ever!
Yeah.
Giving it a try, making one of those last death cries. I mean, both me and Warlord made our attempts.
You... And my ear stopped functioning. We better stop here because I cannot hear anything any longer. So long, people.
Okay. That was really good. Not something I can conjure up.
Well, you have balls. Of course you can't. You run to where he has fallen and curse...
Yes, balls?
He has balls. Nuts.
Huh.
Low-hanging fruit.
This book is turning into a goddamn hentai.
To check that I'm alright.
What?
I'm just hoping my neighbors don't come running to see if I'm alright.
Well, that would be awkward. No, I was just making a death scream to, emulate the dying druid after we fucked all those rat men.
I would probably say that I was making a small play online with my friends.
Seriously, this book is turning this into a hentai, and I don't like it.
I don't think it is the book so much as us. Though the book makes it very easy, what with all the tentacle monsters and mentions of shafts and rods, and all the beautiful muscular men that Lone Wolf really, really admire.